Why, hello there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum, and today we're going to be reacting to some more Phish. We're going to be checking out the songs Bathtub Gin and Most Events Aren't Planned. I know many of you Phish fans have been asking me, Sohum, where is the new Phish reactions? And I'm happy to be bringing more Phish to the channel, courtesy of Michael the Anthemic. So thank you, Michael, for making these selections and this donation request today. It really means the world to me and helps guide the direction for reactions that I do over here. But now, enough of me talking, let's just jump into the good stuff, starting with Bathtub Gin. And if you guys want to find the original links, you can do so in the description. What is that? It's like almost... I don't know what this is. I was gonna say like a turkey or a guillotine or something. It's oddly shaped. Oh. Oh, oh. What is going on?
In the bathtub, making soup for the ambassadors, and I'm in the hallway making music for troubadours, and the kings are all lined up outside the gate, and the autumn bell is ringing, but they'll just have to wait. Where is the Joker? Have you seen him around with his three-cone cap that he wears like a crown? Have you seen his striped stockings and heard his sad tale about the kids under the carpet and the purple humpback whale?
The absolute chaos in the keys right now, and Trey is just like telling us a story about a clown. I don't know what's happening right now.
About the kids under the carpet
It's like,
and the purple humpback whale.
It's almost like jam rock meets absurdist lyrics meets jazz pop or something. What is going on?
Here come the ambassadors, they show up one by one. Brett is tasting all the soup, see if it is done. And Wendy's on the windowsill, waiting to be let in. And we're all in the bathtub now, making bathtub gin. When the king's still in the hallway, they climbed up through the gate. They didn't mean to be impolite, but they just couldn't wait. Here comes the Joker with a silly grin. He carries a martini made of bathtub gin.
It's so funny because like the like rhythm, it's so vibey, it's so relaxing. Even Trey's vocal delivery is just like lackadaisical, like, yeah man, like the story of the clown. And the keys is where the chaos ensues. But it is in tempo.
We all must laugh, cause we're all in this together, and we love to take a bath.
feel like, how do I describe this? It feels like, dude, I can't. Maybe this is like indescribable, but it feels like it's obvious, this rhythm, but the way it's been concocted, like I would never in a million years think to arrive at a rhythm like this using the different pieces that they have. Because it's kind of a simple rhythm, but it's like you took your keyboard effects and then just like played a bunch of different effects in a row to like take the place of the drum kit. I don't know if that makes sense. Because you get it from the guitar, you get it from the bass, get some from the vocals, the drums too. So rather than the melody, it's serving the rhythm, is what I feel. Bathtub Gin. It's like moonshine, right? And now they're just singing the guitar melody, like. Okay, I opted to stop thinking about what's happening musically and just enjoy more and turn off my analytical brain, but like what just happened there? Like it's like they crisscrossed tempos and time signatures and then found the place on the one again after. Now here we go again. These like loose grooves. It's very whimsical. Like the songwriting is like definitely tight in some moments, but because of how loose it feels when like the disconnects and the time signatures happen, it's like, man, they have so much control over this chaos. It means that they're just so good at improvising too on top of that. I don't even have to hear them improvise necessarily to know that, but if they're able to so seamlessly blend these tempos and time signatures, like definitely, again, I know some people aren't a fan of like all of the references that I may make, but reminds me a bit of what the Grateful Dead often do. It's madly impressive. those like accidental notes. I mean, Trey has a very unique melodic style, that's for sure. Now the camera angle has changed. I think it's been changing throughout actually. This is like definitely from the crowd though. Dude, trying to understand Phish is a bit of a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should stop trying, what do you think? And just understand. What's happening in the keys here is really nice. But weirdly enough, it's not even the focus. It's still on the guitar, like it's on the groove. Like, I don't know how we got here, but I like this place a lot. Extremely relaxing, and the bass is its own melody against it all. This just became a full jam, like at some point in the middle, and I just lost track, and now I'm here. Oh, the interplay with the guitar and the piano there. Such a fluid jam. Oh. The bass is just running. Drums just keeping us right there, bouncing the entire way. So much ascension, descension in the guitars. Now the organ. How do we keep changing? Oh, looks like we're at the end here. Yeah, these jams are so fluid. Like, I was expecting... Maybe I should just stop having expectations for any music I listen to, but especially as it relates to Phish, because at the beginning, I'm kind of expecting the song to be a very kind of drawn out version of what we were hearing at the beginning, with all of these kind of experimental melodies and the unique changing time signatures, as I mentioned before, and for us to just go onto that like crazy rabbit hole, which would have all been well and good. It just would have made for a far more confusing listen. So we kind of got that. We got maybe like 1/3 of the performance as that, but as we found our footing, we just transitioned into these long extended grooves that were propped up by the drums, propped up by the bass, and then just the guitars are allowed to go. They're allowed to loop on the phrases that they like. They're allowed to create new melodies from where we were prior, so we continue to evolve cyclically. And then the bass line changes, but then the drums stood pat the entire way through after the crazy switches we had earlier on. At least that's the way I kind of am now perceiving this song. So whatever grooves we end up in, it just feels like that's like the perfect place we needed to be. I can't envision a different place for us to go, but also this is perfectly fine as it is now. The beginning part is where I'm like questioning, like, do I like this section at all, or am I just more intrigued by its complexity, and is it actually fun to listen to? But I think in the combination of everything that we hear all together, it makes for both. It makes for a very intriguing and fun listen. So I'm still new to Phish. I'll have more to listen to, of course, but Bathtub Gin all over the place at the beginning, and then we found our footing and never stopped. We never looked back. Let's check out the next song here. It's Most Events Aren't Planned. he wearing? It's like pineapple rings. Cool. You can sort of hear in this like the moments where the guitar matches up to the keys chords, but I'm not gonna even like bother going through any of these details anymore because so much of this is just like whizzing right past me.
Waiting patiently for this chance to see, doing what I can.
Who's singing right now?
Seems that most events aren't planned.
The keys here?
Expectations right, falling to the side. Fate extends a hand. It seems that most events aren't planned. Words slip away. Night turns to day. Lost what to say till I'm sleeping. Curiosity, what it feel like to be free, out of space and time, and the bound.
This is so different. I mean, Phish are so different. It's like combining funk and a bit of like experimental jazz fusion with rock.
To be free, out of space and time, and the boundaries of my mind. Curiosity, what it feel like to be free, out of space and time, and the boundaries of my mind.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling great listening to the jam sections, and then like somehow my brain like flips into being overwhelmed by everything that I'm hearing. So I'm just like doing my best to make sure that I'm enjoying everything that I hear, but all of the switches, it definitely throws me for a loop, that's for sure.
And the boundaries of my mind.
A lot of syncopated stuff happening here. even the lighting is doing crazy stuff rhythmically. It's like a neural network. Like, I'm vibing so hard to this, but I also feel so out of my depth listening to Phish. Maybe that's how most of y'all feel, and I'm like one of many, but oh god, I like the way that these melodies from each instrument are like intertwining with one another in certain moments, but then coming apart otherwise, but it's all to this consistent rhythm that keeps us moving forward. It's definitely like some version of hypnosis that just keeps you, like, for me, keeps me intrigued, confused, and in awe, but it's so packed with energy. I'm just trudging through all of the brick walls that may be in front of me. But I feel like my musical IQ is like not high enough to get this quite yet. Maybe it's just like the overwhelming feeling that I got from earlier, but I like everything that I'm hearing, that's for sure. Let's jump back into it. It's so crazy. I don't understand it, but I like it. That's the first thing I will say out the gate. This to me feels like a modern day jam band. This performance 2024, so it happened basically almost a year ago, as I'm recording this video. Wow. Between the light show, between the craziness in the keys, the craziness in the guitar, in the improv, it is just all like high octane somehow. And like my brain is trying to understand, because I'm a very like analytical person, but I'm also a deeply emotional person as well, and I kind of have both aspects to me, though most of my dialogue comes out in a very analytical way, and if I'm talking about emotions it still feels rather analytical. So I'm trying to like understand analytically how Phish are doing what they're doing and what it is that they're doing. I mean, maybe that's like the first rung to start off on, but I struggle there, and that is actually super cool to me, because I find myself as just a music listener. I do a lot of reactions on the channel, and it's been helpful too, but I've been listening to music for my whole life. I love music. I consider myself a very good music listener, and Phish, they kind of test my abilities in a way that excites me. It also like means that I need to ask y'all's opinion on how best to consume Phish's music, because at some points I just realized like, okay, completely letting go seems to be working, but then also the other part of me wants to revert back into figuring out that specific moment sounds that cool and why. And there's this like back and forth dialogue that happens in my brain, and then sometimes the dialogue gets completely ejected because what's happening on screen visually and what I'm hearing auditorily just requires all of my brain power, and then all of the thoughts kind of eject. So yeah, I'm gonna pass the question off to you. How do I listen to Phish? I don't know. I would love to know, and maybe part of knowing is not caring to know, and I'm okay with that response too, but I figured I'll ask the experts here. I feel like I need to take a shower now. That was insane. That's all I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction. If you did and would like to request more Phish, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.